Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy B Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday to you. What is going on in the world today? What is going on? The Fed is cutting rates. The US Treasury is meeting with industry, quote unquote, leaders. What is that about? So we shall find out what that is all about here as well. Interesting day in the digital asset space without question. Very, very interesting day. Wow. So it's supposed to be really warm in our part of the country. However, it's not so warm. It's kind of a little on the chilly side, and it's raining. XRP Joe is first. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. Good to see you. Great news all around. Yep. How's the sound of the volume working good, XRP Joe? I always have to do a mic check. How is the sound? Seems like it's just darker in here for some reason. I don't know why. Danny Kephart is in the building. What's up, Danny? You remind me, I have to place my order for my thing. Sound is good. Yep, all good. I'll probably have to do it on my phone, though. Because for some reason, when I try to do Amazon regular, Julian Fisher said sound is decent. Yeah, nothing in the. Why is there nothing in my cart? What's going on here? So I can find it. Good. Glad to hear the sound. 80 degrees. XRP Valzilla, 80 degrees in Houston. What in the world? Is that right? Man, that is outstanding. That is outstanding. I am happy for you right now. Damn, 80 degrees. Wow. Danny Kephart, I'm ready to order that thing right now, man. It's saying my cart is empty here, too. What? Let's see if I saved something. Your list. Oh, man. Crazy. All right, I think I found it. What's going on, guys? Sorry about that. I'm trying to do this thing here. It just seems like it's really dark. I don't know what's going on. Darker than normal. Gypsy Arcardi is in the building. How are you, Gypsy? 63 degrees in Nashville. We had a tornado roll through last night, and I slept right through it. How about that? Gypsy. I found it. It's the cardioid condenser and the Euphoria UMC 20 HD, right, Danny? Guys, what is going on in the world? Crypto today. Fed is cutting rates. It just seems like to me, guys. I titled the stream, "The U.S. Treasury met with industry leaders to discuss crypto," but it just seems oddly not coincidental that they're cutting the rates. I mean, they got the tax thing going on as well in Washington, D.C. today as well. Fed announcing cutting the rate. What did they cut it? 50 basis points? U.S. Treasury is meeting with leaders from crypto? I don't know. What did I do? Babcock say something today. Didn't Babcock say something today? I got to go check that out. I don't have a link to it. I'm just kind of upset right now that that's not in my cart. I thought I had it in my cart. Search AT20 bundle. Here it is. Here it is, Danny. I think this is the one that you said, though. Oh, they're saying it's too, what? What's all this other stuff? I think that's the one right there, my friend. So, guys, doesn't it feel like this is all kind of playing out for crypto to come to the rescue? Doesn't it feel that way? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hoping that, but it feels like this is crypto kind of coming to the rescue. Good afternoon, Crypto Siege and XRP fam. Hey, Eli, good afternoon, my friend. Good to see you. Dion is in the building. How are you, Dion? Peace, people. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. How long is it going to take for the other nations to be like, man, we're not waiting on the U.S. We are out. We're going to do our own thing. Win Muller is in the building. I don't know why it just seems so good to see you, Win Mullet. What's up, XR peeps? And about an hour outside of Orlando, driving and listening on Sunday and 80 degrees, top down, couldn't be better. Wow, how about that? Oh, that's right. You're going into the meetup. Oh, I just saw something on Twitter about Kynes' channel. What in the world is going on with YouTube? Did you see that, Win Mullet? Rob Singh is in the building. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Rob Singh? XRP Lava. I got number 13 on the likes. Guys, if you didn't get a chance to do it on the way in, just smash the like. Collapse the chat, go smash that like, and then come back and hang out. I would definitely appreciate that. Helps with the algorithm on YouTube. So this is interesting news to me, and I just think that it's I don't know. It just seems odd in the timing. The same day that they're doing the tax thing in D.C., IRS with the taxes for crypto. Fed cuts rates. U.S. Treasury is meeting with crypto leaders, and they're using this rate cut. They're using the beer code as the reason why. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Ms. Crypto Seed said that her brother sent some information about some people got the beer cold in Washington, the state in Washington, 6 people, but it was like an elderly facility, and they all passed away, unfortunately. Like, how did it even get there? Very, very interesting, guys. Very, very, very interesting. Did anyone find that eerily odd in the timing? Oh, so that's not the one? Okay. Danny, yeah, I was trying to find the one that you sent me, my friend. So I don't want to pick a different interface. I want to use the same interface that you're familiar with. And you sent me the link. I have to go back to my email, find it again. That's what I'll do. I'll just go to my email. I have my email. I'll find it and just put that back in. I want to use the same one. It's the same price, but I want to use an interface that we can work with together, my friend. Michael O2 is in the building. Show me the money. Guys, I don't know. Anyone else find this very eerily odd, the timing of this rate cut? And then we all suspected that they were going to use the beer mug, the beer cold, I should say, as a reason to do the things that they ultimately want to do, which is probably feels as though collapse this market entirely so that they can bring in this new financial system. That's what it feels like to me. Anybody else thinking the same thing? It feels like they just want another reason. This is a great reason for them to just really crash this market and move into a new financial system. I don't know if you guys heard me yesterday, but I talked about the fact that there is, the United States is, has repatriated their gold. It looks as though there is going to be a gold-backed dollar. The Chinese has already agreed to this new rate with this new U.S. dollar. It's going to be backed by gold, 50 to 60% of it backed by gold. You know what I mean? So it looks like that they're moving. I mean, we've all talked about this before about why are all these central banks and these nations buying up all these gold? And they've been doing it at a rapid pace for the last 5 to 7 years. It looks as though that all of the nations, the major nations, are going to be backing their currency by gold. The last that I heard from my inside dude is that the United States will be doing it. This is what he says. This is what he's getting. And 50 to 60% of it, this new U.S. dollar, is going to be backed by gold. And then the rest will be by other assets. So Julian Fisher says agreed. It's just eerily, the timing of it is, you know what I mean? Just really seems crazy to me. The right hand will usually be doing crazy stuff to get your attention, get your attention more too. That's right. You know what I mean? It just seems odd to me. Let's go over this article real quick, and then I'm going to go find that order, Danny. Let me change the view here. I wonder who the industry leaders in crypto were. Who were they? Yeah, who were they? That's my thing. Who are these leaders, industry leaders? I don't know if the article is going to say who they were or not, but it just seems odd. The timing seems very, very odd to me. Well, apparently, Eli, I don't know how much gold they have, but apparently they got a bunch of their gold back that was out in different countries, got it back. And again, 50 to 60% back, not completely 100% back is the word that I'm getting. But the U.S. still they still hold the most gold of any other nation. They may have not been acquiring as much at a rate that China has been or Russia has been, but they own the most gold. Let's see. So, U.S. Treasury met with industry leaders to discuss crypto regulatory challenges. I haven't read this article. We will read it together. He says his or her quick take on this is the U.S. Department of Treasury held a meeting yesterday to discuss the challenges of regulating the digital asset space. Treasury said it would not tolerate the use of crypto in support of illicit activities. That's the same thing he's been saying for forever. It's such a load of crap. The United States Department of Treasury held a meeting yesterday to discuss the challenges of regulating the digital asset space. Industry thought leaders and compliance experts joined the working session to discuss how digital assets can be prevented from the misuse by money launderers, terrorists, financiers, and other bad actors. Treasury said it would not tolerate the use of crypto in support of illicit activities. You said that already. Just yesterday, Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, sanctions 2 Chinese nationals for their role in laundering funds tied to a multi-million-dollar crypto exchange hack. Wow. OFAC also added 20 Bitcoin addresses to its sanctions list, all of which are related to this Tian and Li. Oh, God. I'm not signing up for anything. The U.S. welcomes responsible innovation, including new technologies that may improve the efficiency of the financial system, said Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. We must ensure that we balance innovation with the need to protect our national security and maintain the integrity of our financial system. Same thing he's always been saying. Mnuchin has been vocal about rooting out bad actors from the crypto space. He also described the issue as a national security issue. Mnuchin also said at the time that very, very, very strong regulations are needed to ensure crypto doesn't become like anonymous to Swiss bank accounts. Yes, we heard that, which were obviously a risk to the financial system. Last month, President Donald Trump's 2021 budget also proposed moving the U.S. Secret Service back, which they have, to the Treasury to help fight crypto-related crimes. If the proposal goes through, Treasury could have more supervisory powers over the digital asset space. In separate news, the IRS service is also holding a summit today at its Washington, D.C. headquarters to discuss tax-related issues around digital assets. The summit will feature 4 90-minute panels touching on technology updates, taxations, taxation issues facing crypto exchanges, tax returns, preparations, and regulatory compliance. Speaking of tax return preparations, yeah, I found something that I'm very, very happy with and pleased with. Been doing some vetting with a particular spot that I'm gonna let you guys know about here tonight or tomorrow. Really, really excited about being able to do this and bring this to the community because this is the time for it. But going forward, we're going to want to work with some people who know what they're doing and have the best interest of the people when it comes to doing it, right? Customer service, great work, fair pricing, all these different things. So really excited about that. Look, they're meeting with the people. That's the reason, in my opinion, is this is, to me, is them saying this is going to be digital assets is going to be part of this new what, if you wanted to call it, the quantum financial system, the QFS, right? That's what it feels like to me. And it feels like they're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this what's going on right now in the financial markets, cut rates, whatever. I don't even know if the repo thing is done and over with yet. They're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this, and then they're going to move to the digital assets. And somehow gold is going to play a role in it as well. And I have to go back to that diagram that I showed you guys. I just feel as though, you guys remember that diagram with the AAIB, HSBC, gold? Remember that diagram? I should pull that up for you guys. Alex Yeet is in the building. What's up, Alex? Good to see you. 43 people here and only 20 likes. Come on, people, support this channel and smash the likes. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. They want to have more control. And that's what it is, Eli, without question. So they will use crypto crime as a catalyst in order to have more control over the space. And when they feel good and ready to roll out the red carpet, yeah, regulations. Absolutely, Eli, without question, right? They have to have some measure of control. In the end, that is the world in which we live in, right? Again, I've said on this channel before, they couldn't strong arm the technology. And what I mean by that, strong arm it, eliminate it, just totally say, no, we're never going to do it. Once they realized that the technology was going to innovate around them, right? The only means of control that they have is, through this supposedly this crime thing. And don't get me wrong, I know that it exists, but I get that that's real. Hacks are real. All of that is real, but the most, there hasn't been money launderings, home is in fiat cash, right? So, but, so they have to have some type of control. And they're going to use crypto crime as an example of that, as a catalyst. Like you say, Eli, you're exactly right, my friend. Cindy Lou 42 said, just smash. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. Anthony King is in the building. What's up, Anthony? Imagine if we had a neutral global reserve currency from the beginning. And all of a sudden, they wanted the US dollar to replace it. Wouldn't happen. And out of the realm to have a crypto replace it. That's right. That's exactly right. Julian Fisher, if you can't beat them, join them. That's exactly right. They couldn't strong arm the technology, right? And once they realized that they couldn't strong arm it, they had to join. And they're gonna want to have some measure of control. That's why the central banks are desperately trying to figure out what if any role they're gonna have in this system, right? Right. It's just the way it is. For us, the average retail investor, we have to figure out, okay, what's the game that they're playing, and how can we maneuver, right, to best take care of ourselves and our families, right? And that's what we're blessed to do, to be able to do, since we're early adopters in this space, and we recognize as a community that this is a new asset class, and we're early to it, right? So the thing that we have to do is we have to continue to level up our IQ, our XRP IQ, our overall digital asset space IQ, and our financial IQ, so that we, right, we, the average Joe and Jane, or as I like to call the good guys and gals, can better improve the overall system by first working on ourselves and our families and sharing this thing, right? Bringing more people into this new asset class. Because when, if ever, have the, I always say this, right? The bank teller, right? The truck driver, the carpet cleaner, they all have the same opportunity to enter into this space and get to Binance.us. I will never recommend Coinbase ever again, right? So Binance US, maybe if you're international, Binance, Gemini, if you're in the US as well, that's another good one to use, and get them into the space, and they can invest in this technology of Ethereum. They can invest in the technology of XRP. They can invest in the technology of Cardano in the same way that the ultra high net worth individual and the high net worth individuals can. Never ever has that happened in an asset class like in this new asset class that's the digital asset space. So it's so important to bring new people in, and that's why I'm always asking for the likes, right? Because the likes help to get the channel out on YouTube. That's why I always comment to all of you guys when you comment on the videos, because that's all algorithmic based, and that gives us a chance to get more people like ourselves in this space and taking advantage of this opportunity. The fees are so high, D-Stu. The fees are high. All of a sudden, out of nowhere now, I tried to do a BTC withdrawal, purchase some BTC, use my bank card, and then all of a sudden they're telling me they have to hold it for 72 hours. Now they didn't hold my money. They took my money out right away, but they have to hold that. They wouldn't let me send it 72 hours for clearing. What kind of clearance? And then all of a sudden, then this wanted me to verify my ID to speed up the process. You know what I mean? I get that I haven't purchased BTC in forever on Coinbase, but I've been purchasing, using before Binance US, I was using Coinbase a lot for all my XRP. But all of a sudden, this deal now, it's just, they charge so much money, then they want to act like a bank, and they want to hold your stuff up. No customer service, zero, nada. No customer service. It's awful. Absolutely awful. Awful, yeah, and it wasn't ACH. I used my bank card, if that's what you're talking, Danny. I used my bank card, so it's, the BTC showed up right away, but it's not like I was using my bank account, and that's a 3 to 5 days, all this other different kind of stuff like that. I mean, bank card, usually I get it instant. As soon as I get it, I take it off of Coinbase, put it on my now. But now, for some reason, 72 hours. Why? My guess is they don't have the money. They don't have the BTC. Unbelievable. So anyway, yeah, Binance US, Binance if you're international, a lot easier. The fees are less, they're cheaper, that type of thing like that. Gemini, Kraken. I've never had issues with Kraken in terms of withdrawals, purchases, or anything like that. It's not as user friendly. It does take a little bit of work, but Eli says Coinbase is terrible customer service. Afraid how many people will get wrecked during the bull run with them. Absolutely, man. Really. I don't know if Coinbase Pro, I'm hoping Coinbase Pro is going to be a little bit better, but what's up with family? What's up, family? Deep Mind's in the building. Just lurking while I work. I appreciate you being here, bro. Cadillac just smashed the siege like on the way into the chat. I appreciate that, Cadillac. Dion says they changed that policy the same time the DHS started to crack down on illegal Bitcoin usage. Oh, really? Yeah, okay, you might be right about that, Dion, because I haven't purchased BTC on there in a long time. Long time. I've just been using Binance US, and and before Binance US, I was just getting XRP. I wasn't even buying any BTC. 72 hours. So that's a pretty standard thing, Dion, because I used to use my card. Or I used to use my bank card, not my bank account, because I wanted to crypto right then. So I paid the extra fees. I mean, I paid like $18 for, wasn't even $500 worth of BTC. $18. And then now, it has to clear something. It's like, no. So I will not be, I'm going to take my Coinbase link off of my videos. I'm gonna replace it with the Binance US. Yeah, it's new. Yeah. So yeah, I don't like that. It's I mean, it's just like Alex Mashinsky was saying that a lot of these exchanges like Coinbase, they're acting just like regular banks, except they're in the digital asset space, but they're not acting like in the decentralized manner. They're acting very much like the regular banks, crazy fees and the whole 9 yards. So yeah, that's the word there. Julian Fishon says Kraken is top notch with markets and security. Yeah, I may have to go back to using Kraken. I purchased my first XRP on Kraken. It was very challenging to get my ID, and this is years ago, almost. I mean, this was in 2016, late 2016. But yeah, no issues there. So I might have to go back to using them again. So, but anyway, guys, it seems like they're letting us know they're moving into this digital asset space. They see it as a way, they see it as a way to, fix the issues and challenges that they're moving on with. And so we'll see what's going on with this US dollar, but they just cut the rate 50 basis points. And they're using the beer cold as the reason. Isn't that interesting? You can't say the name, by the way, because the channel will get a strike if you mention the name. You can't mention it. I think Kraken will have the liquidity, yes, Eli, because they've been around for a long time, and they're international as well. So I would say I believe that they would. Yeah, you got to have more than just one exit strategy, Eli. I mean, in the end, you really do. And I have to resubmit for OTC Genesis Trading. I'm going to resubmit for them because I screwed up. I didn't read the question the right way. I mean, they were telling me what to put as an answer, and I didn't read it the right way because they do have a certain amount. They do have a quote unquote. What's the word I want to use? It's a certain amount. You can't come in there and say I want to put $100. I want to use it for $100, right? So they got a parameter, kind of a minimum, right, that you want to use it for, and I didn't read it the right way. The dude said that's at Crypto Siege. CoinSquare is good in Canada, although there is a mandatory hold of 1 to 3 business days on withdrawals. You are able to trade instantly on a platform. Fees are very fair. How about that, guys? CoinSquare for Canada. Thank you, the dude. I appreciate that. So, guys, what is going on here with this Fed cutting the rates 50 basis points? Got to read those fine prints. That's right. It's exactly right. So, I mean, that's again, I'm just not going to recommend them anymore. I mean, they had their run, and I get it's user friendly. I'm just going to take the extra step to help people, on Binance US. Do some videos, help people that way. Kind of realize how simple it is, and this way they can walk by step. Also, kind of turn them on to crypto dad as well, so they can learn. XRP Thousandzilla, just the fees and the terrible customer service. Extremely high fees, and customer service is just brutal. I did something on Saturday or Sunday with my bank card, not my bank, and they still want to verify it for 72 hours. And it's interesting thing too is because even though Binance US, right? If you use your bank card, it's what is it? You can't withdraw it for a certain amount of days on Binance US either, right? If you want to move it, you can't do it for I think 7 days also. Right? It's a longer time, but their fees are more reasonable. And I've never felt like Coinbase was out, for us, for you and I, And then when I found out about that Tezos thing, that was another thing that just drove me crazy. They want you to stake there, but they take the highest commissions of any platform in terms of being able to stake your Tezos. It's just a big money grab. Just like Alex Mashinsky said, they're out there for just a big money grab. They're not interested in the community or growing the space or anything. It's just a big money grab for them. That's the way I see them, really. That's right. Coinbase should be called fee base. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, XRP Joe 7 days, right? And it's funny too because when I saw that on the Binance US, I had like no problem um, with that because I know it was you use your bank card, so basically USD to purchase. And for some reason there, I don't know if it's because Catherine Coley's from Ripple and now she's running it, that I was good with it. But I just get a better feel from them, Binance US, that they're more for us than I get that from Coinbase. That's just me. Yeah, XRP Thousandzilla. I saw, it's funny because um, my brother, soon to be brother-in-law, he used he did a VPN thing to register on Binance. That's what he did. And I said, okay, that's interesting. And I said, but when you log in or whenever you try to do something, you're gonna have to always use your VPN. He said no, he didn't have to. So yeah, VPN is yeah, you know, at some point or another, with taxes and stuff, it's going to be really, really interesting to see how things work out. XRP Joe says, I knew I wasn't exiting in 7 days, so I was totally cool with it. Yeah, yeah, and that's what I was the same way. I didn't feel any angst at all once I found that from Binance US. But I'm so accustomed to getting it on the exchange, getting it off. But I didn't have any issues. I just felt I trusted that platform more, and I felt like I don't know. I just got a better feel. Like how you get that intuition, that kind of gut feel. And then the Tezos thing just really, again, it just really, really pissed me. Just how much more money you guys need. You know what I mean? I don't know XRP law, but you can put it in there, I guess, and kind of check the prices. I think they might be. I think Binance US might be, zero point 0.5 less than Coinbase. So I mean, it was I did $466 in BTC It cost me $18 and change. $18. So whatever that is, I think Binance might be a 0.5 less. Binance US. A bank withdrawal. I think I don't know yet. GeoXRP, good to see you in the stream, my friend. I don't know with Binance on the bank withdrawal thing yet. I know they're working on it. I mean, they got lending going on, they got staking going on the regular Binance. I don't know about the bank withdrawal thing yet. I don't know. M. Evans is in the building, and I like Celsius a lot. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of Celsius. I'm really enjoying what they got going on there. I really am. Now you get interest on your interest, which is another cool thing. Yeah, so you don't want to buy there, M. Evans. You don't want to buy your XRP there because right now they got this one credit card option that's really, really expensive. So you don't want to buy your digital assets on Celsius. You want to, yeah, I mean, after you do your homework and you feel comfortable with the platform, you may considering depositing on using it and taking advantage of the interest. But yeah, you definitely want to purchase other places for purchasing your XRP. And right now, it feels as though Binance is a little cheaper than Coinbase, and fairly smooth. But I love Celsius, man. Absolutely love it. How long you been using Celsius, my M. Evans? Hmm. Oh, so your ACH, where there's no fees, doesn't work on Binance US. So they don't have a bank account option. They only have credit card option right now. Anthony King, is that what you're saying? M. Evans, how long have you been using Celsius, my friend? Crypto Fresh is in the building. What's good with you, Crypto Fresh? You're welcome, M. Evans. How long you been using Celsius, M. Evans? So that's kind of, yeah. So I don't know if they didn't have an ACH fee. Yeah, yeah. And so the ACH on Coinbase is significantly cheaper than their bank card. The assets don't show for a few days, and I don't know what the other ACH options are. I haven't tried it with yeah, yeah, absolutely. So and that's the regular I haven't tried the ACH with any other people. I was just so accustomed to using Coinbase. But I'm just going to explore other ones. I'm definitely just going to start exploring, uh, looking into Binance US and learning more about those and promoting those. Again, it's just a gut feeling. You guys kind of have to do what you feel is best. But I just get a better feeling from Binance and Binance US in terms of them looking out for us than I do from Coinbase. So I'm done with Coinbase. Guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out. 68 people on the stream, 41 likes. If you haven't had a chance yet, do me a favor. Just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash the like and then come back and hang out. It helps with the algorithm on YouTube. It helps to get the channel out onto YouTube because we want to bring more of us in this space, right? We want to bring more of us in this space so we can change things like Coinbase, right? So we want to bring more of us into this space, right? And turn them on and give them an opportunity to be early adopters, just like we are in this new asset class, right? Because the transfer of wealth is about, if you will, displacing, those people that are all about themselves and giving us the opportunity to displace them with people who are willing to give back and willing to do the right thing. Like Alice Mashinsky says, for the people, and not act like, Coinbase, so all they're doing is just a bank in the digital asset space. So they're not changing anything. They're not trying to change, anything, and that Tezos was a prime example of that. For them to take the amount of commission like they were trying to take for staking on Tezos is ridiculous. Really is. Smart Money is in the building. What's good with you, Smart Money? Hola, Siege. What's the news? Watching DAI and SPQR yesterday and feel like we are all tagging along for the get rich ride with the aristocracy. Well, we are. The SPQR media deep dive the others, like their last deep dive on their channel was outstanding. It's good stuff without question. DAI has been doing like a mini deep dive thing here lately. Deep Mind says, smash those likes if you haven't already. Exactly right. So there we are there. So for me right now, Celsius is the one. It certainly will be a better play, when Moon, right? Because you can take a certain portion of your portfolio and take advantage of that. It's up to, I think I said up to 10% or 12% now on the stable coins, right? So, I mean, some people in the space are trying to grow their portfolio and try to, they want to grow their stable coins, right? So they want to have 100,000 or 200,000 or 300,000, and then they can take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, put it in some stable coins, put it there, take advantage of that, right? But a lot of people are trying to grow. They got to grow that portfolio first, and then you can leverage. But the way that the platform continues to stay around is, for me, I felt like I got to support the platform now. So I got to put digital assets on Celsius now, and support the platform now so that it can be around after Wind Moon, and it can be around for the next bull run and the next bull run, because they, in my opinion, are looking out for the average Joe and Jane more so than any platform that's like them, and more so than an XO, more so than a BlockFi, more so than a Crypto.com, in my opinion. And they're doing it the way I feel is they're doing it responsibly, and they're doing it safely, right? So they're not going out there and doing crazy high risk stuff, but they're doing it, the best investments. A lot of people think that the best investments are risky. That's not true. The best investments are actually very, 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 very safe, right? You just got to know what they are. Deep Mind says Coinbase is controlled by its yield chasing shareholders. The opposite philosophy of Celsius. Pick your partners wisely. That's exactly right, my friend. That's exactly right. Oh, good. XRP Thousandzilla said just started with the Celsius exchange this past week, and good to hear that. Good to hear that, XRP Thousandzilla. And I do have a link in the description of all my videos for Celsius. But for me, again, I tested it very small. It's less than $300. Tested that for a couple, 3 weeks. Put it on, take it off. All that stuff, right? Email customer service. What kind of responses am I getting? When am I getting it, right? Tested the platform out for myself personally. And then once I was comfortable with, good customer service, be able to put on and take off, no fees involved in depositing and taking out, then I put more on the platform. Tested that, see how that works. How much interest are they paying me? Is it paying weekly like it says? Boom, boom, great option, excellent. And then I advanced to the next level, which is to leverage some of the options that they offer in terms of what you can do on that platform. Did that as well, and so I've been really, really happy with it. I love the fact that now that they're giving you interest on your interest, which is a cool deal. And I'm looking forward to leveraging that platform some more after Wind Moon. Kind of taking a certain portion of the portfolio, leaving it in the stable coins, leaving it there. Listen, $100 million per wallet of insurance. BitGo is the custodial operator there. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it without question. And I think the other part of it too is learning more and more to deal like the 1% of the 1%. And the 1% of the 1%, they do things like take advantage of platforms like Celsius, right? And I love the fact that Alex Mashinsky is himself. Look, they give back 80% to the platform holders or the platform, the people who put their digital assets on the platform. 80% back, and they keep 20% to continue the platform. That doesn't happen anywhere else. So, I mean, that doesn't happen anywhere else. Hold on one second. Da, 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 da. And so, the thing that I think is most important. Oh my goodness, what is this? The thing that I think is most important is, overall, what is the objective of the platform, right? Are they looking out for us, the stakeholder, or are they looking out for the shareholders, right? That's the thing that I think is most important, and that's the feel. Again, you always want to do your homework, do your due diligence, right? You get on YouTube, you put in Alex Mashinsky in the search, right? You watch tons of videos, you watch some AMAs, which I think are really the best ones, right? And you kind of, I did that for over a year and a half. Not every day, obviously, but I did that for over a year and a half. And after I did that, after I watched enough YouTube, after I did my own homework, after I was on their, their Telegram, then I decided to put a teeny portion of the money, just a little less than $300, to test the platform out. Spent a couple, 3 weeks testing it out, and then put more in there. So, and I did email customer service just to see the response. Tell me about your I want to know about your customer service too, right? It's not just put my money on there. If there's an issue, I want to know that I'm getting prompt, friendly, courteous responses, right? Not putting it off and all that kind of stuff like that. So, but there's a link there, GeoXRP, if you want to learn more about it. But that's what I would encourage you to do. I would encourage you to, do your homework first, watch some AMAs, see if that message resonates with you, because he speaks some really, really big truth bombs about, number one, first of all, the vast majority of people are conditioned that they can't make money on their money. They have settled in their heart that, the point, 0 whatever you get from your savings account is all they're ever going to get. Or they think that, they have to do things like wealth managers where they take all these fees to try to get you 7-8% on your money, but they're charging all these fees to do it. And he just says it's just not true. And he basically has put together a platform where the bank telling the truck driver can operate and use the same tools that the wealthy use. That's what he uses to get yield for the people who put their money on that platform. So I just think that's genius. I think it's very, very giving of him to do it. And he's about those type of things. He's about those kind of movements. He's about, I get it. He's an immigrant. He came here, lived in communist one for part of his life, and then he lived in a socialist thing other part of his life. So he gets the good old US of A, but he also understands that there are things that, there's some wrongs that needs to be righted. And one of them is, this ability to earn money on your money. And because otherwise, how are you going to even deal with the hidden taxation that is inflation, right? You got to be able to earn some money on your money, right? So that is the deal. So, but that's my personal thing. That's what I did. I watched a bunch of videos, and then after a long time, year and a half, I don't know if you need to do a year and a half like I did, but tested it out small. Less than $300. I was thinking it was like 250, something like that. Just very, very small. Wow. But I did. It was so funny too, emailing them with this. There was no issue. I just wanted to see how they were going to respond. You know what I mean? I want customer service. You know what I mean? So, but the message of the operator has to be the right message, and he has it. He's given back 80%. He's teaching us a lot of things, and he already says that the yield that they're going to be getting won't be just only primarily in the digital asset space. There'll be other places where he's going to go out and get yield so he can put it back and give it back to us. That's important. And again, he doesn't make no mistake about it. He's in the 1% of the 1%. He doesn't try to hide it. He gets it. And he gets that, you put your money in the bank, they're giving you less than 1% and they're going out and getting 10x on your money. Just doesn't make sense anymore. But we need to get more people in this new asset class and operating and let them know about that. Where else can you get up to 10%? I think it's up to 12% now. I saw an email on your money on stablecoin, right? I mean, that's pretty significant. But again, I know I get this. A lot of people in the space, they got to build up that platform, right? They got to get the 100, 200,000. They got to get the $500,000. They got to get the, the mil or more. Let me see. Where did I see that? Yeah, earned 12.3% on stable coins. Now, I would imagine 12. You're going to probably have to have a certain amount of. Right, DeepMind says yes, 12%. I would imagine that you're going to have a certain amount of sell token on there to be able to do that. But think about that, 12.3%. Crazy to me. Crazy. XRP Thousandzilla, that's wisdom, words of wisdom right there, my friend. And unfortunately, you speak the truth. Where has CKJ been, Anthony King? What do you mean, my friend? Speaking of, are you saying he hasn't been doing anything? Any videos? Corey Anderson's in the building. What's up with you, Corey? Good morning, all. Danny Loft, what's up, Danny Loft? I missed you coming in, my friend. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, 12% is crazy. So, and again, that's just taking advantage of the platform and acting like the wealthy do, if you will, acting like the 1% of the 1%. The 1% of the 1% make money on their money, right? They put their money to work in safe places with high yield. GXRP says, love Celsius Network. How about that? Yeah, the Fed cut there. I was going to go over that also. I always thought that too, DeepMind. DeepMind says Celsius, the sooner you join, the more you will benefit from the first mover advantage. I've always felt that way. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Always felt that way. Yeah. I hear you, GXRP. GXRP says I put more XRP in Celsius. Brad Barlinghouse says, fam, howdy, how are you? So, CKJ is moving his house, FBI on his case? Why is the FBI messing with CKJ? I heard he was like getting a different spot, but why would the FBI be on his case? Oh, I didn't know that. All right, so let's go over this Fed cut rate thing. I think this is interesting. So forgive me that my little that's my little rant about that, because about Celsius, because I think it's important to act and operate and think like the 1% of the 1%. And this is exactly what he's doing. He said it. He's using over 150 different tools to bring yield to the platform. I mean, and he's giving back 80% to the people who put their assets on that platform. Yeah. I'll have some of that. Even if it's small amounts now, I know that in the future it will be. Oh, what's fake news? Oh, okay. Oh, about CKJ. Danny Law says, Michael O2, that is fake news. I spoke with him yesterday. He is just taking a break. Okay, cool. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I saw that thing with, what's his name? Brad Kimes on Twitter briefly. He said his channel's down for 7 days. Mr. Wendell, yo, Siege, you're looking mighty handsome on the big screen. Looking good, bro. Thank you, Mr. Wendell. I appreciate that. So did that show Fed? Okay, yeah. So here's the thing, guys. Fed cuts rates by 0.5 percentage point to combat the beer cold slowdown. Can't say the word on the channel. Key points. The Federal Reserve, in a surprise move, cuts its benchmark interest rate by 50 basis points. The move comes amid increasing unease over the economic effects from the beer cold spread. Stocks initially rallied sharply on the move, but backed off in volatile trading. Wow. There it is. Trending now. Dow drops 300 points even after the Fed slashes rates to combat the beer cold. Wow. Interesting. Wow, that's heavy right there. So the Federal Reserve announced an emergency rate cut Tuesday of 0.5 percentage point in response to the growing economic threat from the beer cold. The move was the first such cut since December of 2008 during the financial crisis. It comes amid a volatile patch on Wall Street and amid a steady stream of hectoring from President Donald Trump, who has called for lower rates to stay competitive with policy at other global central banks. The beer cold poses evolving risk to economic activity, the Fed said in a statement. Don't you just love it how they're using the beer cold as a reason to do the things that they're doing? In light of these risks and in support of achieving its maximum employment and price stability goals, the Federal Open Market Committee decided today to lower the target range for the federal funds rate. At a news conference later, Chairman Jerome Powell said the Fed took action after officials saw the beer cold was having a material impact on the economic outlook. The magnitude and persistence of the overall effect on the U.S. economy remain highly uncertain, and the situation remains a fluid one. Wow. He told reporters. Against this background, the committee judged that the risks to the U.S. outlook have changed materially. In response, we have eased the stance of monetary policy to provide some more support to the economy. Wow. Trump said in a tweet that the cut isn't enough, though Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said, "I applaud the Fed on this move." Markets were volatile after the move, initially surging, then briefly turning negative before heading back up again as participants gauged what impact the cut would have. The move, the same morning that the G7 officials offered unspecified measures to help impact the countries, and a day after the International Monetary Fund made a similar commitment. Yep. You see how it's all coming together, guys? We're moving to a new financial system. That is just without question. And they're gonna want to be able to say that they did everything that they possibly could to save it, and they just couldn't. And there's possibly something out there that could free up trillions of dollars in liquidity. And even Chris Larsen himself has said that this is, XRP could be something that could help stave off a financial collapse. Isn't that interesting? Using a digital asset. So what does it more than anything? So what it does more than anything is it improves sentiment and buys time for fiscal authorities to figure out the response to the economic consequences, said Salita Marcelli, Deputy Chief Investment Officer for the Americas at UBS Global Wealth Management. Okay, they needed support of fiscal measures. I don't think alone on its own, the rate cut is going to be able to uplift the negative economic impact. So, I'm not going to read it all there, but that in essence is what it is, guys. Interesting article from CNBC.com. Very, very interesting article. So, I mean, again, in conjunction with the, Secretary of Treasury meeting with industry leaders from the digital asset space, You know, you got the IRS meeting today with, you know, in DC about taxes. It just seems to me the timing of it and the Fed rate cut. They're moving to a new thing. Let me see what Baba Cuggs had to say on this. How many guys enjoy Baba Cuggs entertaining on Twitter? Let's see what he has to say here. Let me go find it first. Xrp says sell and Xrp the ultimate unbank yourself. How about that? Xrp's a black fan. Dries, hey all, just got here. Can we repeat everything that was said from the beginning? Let's see here. I was just getting ready to go on Twitter, Deep Mind. You read my mind, bro. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to share this one. What? I got to share this with you guys. I didn't see this, Deep Mind. And then I'm going to head out. Guys, do you see this? Did you see this, guys? What in the world? GXRP says the last time Fed cut rates this much, BTC was released 2 days later. Let's see what happens before the weekend. Yep. Oh, wow. She did, huh? Mrs. Deep Mind sent it to you. Perfect, man. This is good stuff right here. Look at this, guys. The World Health Organization is advising consumers to avoid handling banknotes and to switch to contactless payments to deter the spread of the deadly beer cold. The agenda for cashless is set. The digital era is upon us. Contactless and QR codes will rule TikTok. And this is shout out to, I guess this is Reborn 13. Shout out to Reborn 13 and to Mrs. Deep Mind for providing that to the community. Wow. Look like this guy, this person is a fan of XRP. One for information, one for payments, a different era, the same process. The final hurdle is upon us. Can you see it? I like that. So you got IP equals the Internet Protocol, ILP equals Interledger Protocol. One for information, one for payments, a different era. The same process, the final hurdle is upon us. Can you see it? Good stuff, my friend. Reborn 13. Concept. Oh wow, he's got the progression and the layout and how it all progressed as well. So got the internet from the 60s to today, and he's got the Interledger Protocol from 2014 to 2020 is growth, 2019 adoption. First half ILP connectors are launched. 2020's number of use case grows. Absolutely. Smart person right here. 2018 Codius launches the first ILP live app. Yeah. Wonder if that would have been Coil. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Your DNA will be your data. Nice stuff, man. Thanks for sharing that, Deep Mind. I wanted to share one thing from so here's this thing here from investment perspectives. That's interesting here. No, I appeal both claims, 2 claims. Oh, so someone's making false claims against him. What in the world? I thought it was YouTube. You guys make sure you go check that out and see what you can do to help Brad Kimes. So here's Baba Yaga or Baba Cugs. Let's go. How does someone make false claims against you, man? What is phase one? Day one, crypto industry meets at the US Treasury. Day two, Fed cuts. Yeah, TikTok. So, I mean, he's basically saying what's happening. I mean, just like I just reported what just happened. He's an entertaining guy. Yeah, he's an entertaining guy. So anyway, guys, that is it from the world of Twitter. I wanted to see what Baba Cugs had to say. Danny Law says, put your cash in a microwave for 10 seconds, and if there are germs on it, it will be dead. Just wash your hands and don't touch your mouth and eyes. Go. Guys, very, very reborn. Somebody said something like Reborn 13's been doing good. Dot connecting? Really? Okay. Well, maybe I should follow the guy. Hold on a second. The guy or gal, I guess, right? I didn't know that. Follow him and see what's going on. Let me change this view, get in the chat, and then I'm out, guys. Let's make sure we do what we can do to help Kimes beat K out there. 7 days, that's for craziness. All right, I'll watch the playback twice. I love it. That's huge. It is. Danny Kephart, the left hand is doing its thing. Absolutely. Eli, why they are milking the beer code for all it's worth, like we thought. Exactly like we thought. Oh. Dark Matter Trading Group. What is Celsius? Celsius is my firm. It's a platform where you can earn interest on your crypto, including stable coins. There's a link in the description of all my videos if you want to learn more about it, but I would encourage you to go to YouTube and search Alex Mashinsky, Mashinsky, from the Ukraine, I believe, serial entrepreneur. All right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to take that long. Yeah, guys, so it's a crazy deal. And that's what I was actually I was just on YouTube. I was listening to 3 doctors and they were talking about the beer code. I'm gonna, as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna continue watching it. But it feels as though it's gonna be a very, very honest look. 3 doctors, 2 out of 3 PhDs. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know about that and maybe talk about that later tonight. But I'm curious of what they're going to say about the beer code, and it feels like they're going to be talking more of the truth of what's really going on. I don't know if their truth is going to be it's not as big as everyone's saying. Or I don't know if their truth is going to be saying this is really a bigger deal than what people understand. I don't know, but I'm going to check it out. And shout out to Spanish Fly, because Spanish Fly is the one who sent me it. Spanish Fly, wherever you are, miss, appreciate that. So I'm going to continue to check that out, and I will let you guys know how that goes. But guys, here's the deal. Right, and that's exactly right. The number there's a numbers difference that is exactly right. So when you go in terms of numbers, there's a significant difference. Smart money, right? The difference is in the highlighting of the beer code. And there's a reason for the highlighting of the beer code. There's a reason for it, because you're right. The numbers don't add up to the hype. So you got to think, why the hype? Why the hype to the beer code? There's a reason, right? The vast majority of people Unfortunately, unlike us in this community, the vast majority, the masses, have their head in the sand. They're not asking why. They're not asking deep questions. They're not having great conversations in these chats or on Telegram, digging deep down into. They're not really exploring what's really going on. They're getting up, they're brushing their teeth, they're going to work, they're having lunch, they're coming home, they're having dinner, and repeating, washing and rinse and repeat, right? Rinse and repeat. Patrick, are you saying mine? And I don't know if both people get it. I don't know that. I don't know how that thing works. I mean, I put the link out there. Obviously, it's $200 first deposit. So the initial deposit has to be $200 or more. And I don't know if it's 10 for you and 10 for me, Patrick Parrain. I don't think that it is. I think it's just 10. I don't know. $10 in BTC. Anybody know how the Celsius thing works? If someone joins using your link, my understanding it was if they put $200 using your link, you get $10 in BTC. So if you join and you have a link and you want to share that with someone, Patrick, you can, and you can do it very easily by you can actually text it. You can send them some digital asset, BTC, ETH, whatever. You can text it to them and they can join that way. And so I don't know how the referral thing works, to be honest with you. I know it's $200 first deposit and it's $10. I don't know if both people get $10. What? Daniel Law says rumors are flying that the Pope has contracted the beer cold. What? So anybody else might know how that Celsius thing works? I don't, honestly. I'm more interested in telling people to research it, do their homework, check out the platform, test it out in very small amounts, and then kind of go from there. But you want to do your homework, right? You don't have to take it a year and a half like I did, but you definitely want to do your homework. Watch as many AMAs as you can with Alice Mashinsky. Learn more about it. Learn how the wealthy are using your money, number one. And number two, learn how you can use the same tools that the wealthy use to make money on your money. That's the big thing. And then find a platform that's giving back to you. And the best that I've found so far that gives back 80% is Celsius. I mean, I just found out today 12 point something percent for staking stable coins. I mean, putting stable coins in a platform. Whoa, I mean, can't get that in the good old, can't get that at Wells Fargo. You know what I mean? Can't get it at Wells Fargo. So, but again, Patrick, I'm sorry, I don't know how it works. I thought it was just $10 for if someone used my link, it would be $10 for me if they put $200 or more in it. I don't think it goes both ways. I know there's some other platforms, maybe like a Robinhood or Uphold. I think they got like $50 each way if you do something there for signing up. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this stream like I do all my streams. First of all, is to tell you this. For you in your life, there should be a head up and shoulders back moment for you in your life. Why? Because you're an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. And you, my friend, are playing a game that 99.9% of the masses don't even know is being played. And if you hold digital assets, you're winning. You're winning, my friend. And we all know if you hold XRP, you hold the greatest digital asset ever created. And that, my friends, is a big time blessing. To be early in a new asset class is like owning the oil, right? Right? It's like owning the oil, right? Right? It's like you got to get access to commodities like gold and silver before the masses even knew about gold and silver. That's the game that you're playing, my friend. You're winning that game. The other thing that I always like to end all my streams was at this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, like earning money on our money, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.